Now let's take a look at the Kings opening lineup. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. Murray out there with Drew Eubanks. And it's Westbrook in at point guard. And for Houston, inside, Smith and Şengün. Amen Thompson out there with Josh Okogie. And it's Durant in at the 3. When it comes to this time of the season, Graham, what are teams most focused on?
Well, BA, it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority.
An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
DeRozan outside. Murray deciding where to go with it. 4-3. And it's DeRozan missing. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Houston. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Sacramento this season.
Even though they had the better roster, they actually lost the season series to this team last year.
Yeah, it was a surprising outcome for me and you. But hey, sometimes matchups can play out a certain way. We'll see how they do tonight.
Now here's Eubanks. And the 6-footer is good.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And Houston has possession. First quarter of play, a minute in. Back to Thompson. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Outside Murray. Durant against DeRozan. No good on the triple. The Rockets on offense. Durant with it, picked up by DeRozan. And he drops it in from the low post.
This is where KD dips into his bag and comes out smelling good.
Outside Murray. Pass to DeRozan. Now Eubanks. Uses the glass on the layup. Eubanks, he's gotten his second bucket.
DeRozan sizing up the situation and making the right read. That's basketball savvy. We call that hoops sense.
Durant's shot is off. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Levine passes to DeRozan. No good on the 3. For Houston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Pass to Levine. On the wing, DeRozan, guarded by Durant. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Sacramento shooting their first free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Sacramento, DeRozan at the line for 1.
A streamlined rebuild for the Rockets. In 2021, they trade away James Harden. 4 years later, the #2 seed in the West, Graham.
And they haven't shortchanged their future either. Sure, they've added key veterans, but the bulk of their roster is still very young with room to grow. This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Okogie. Houston working the ball around. Back to Durant. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
I don't think you could design a better scorer than Durant. I mean, range from deep, the touch at the rim, excellent handle, 7 feet tall. He does everything you want from your first option.
Now here's Westbrook. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to DeRozan. The three. Buries it from three. DeRozan's got 6.
Got to keep the defense honest. DeRozan normally only shoots threes if he's got a clean look.
Outside Durant. Three-pointer. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. DeRozan passes to Eubanks. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. He has 6.
DeRozan so in tune with his teammates, knew exactly where to find that open man.
Westbrook against Thompson. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. So it's Sacramento now. It's a 3-point game. Defeated by Utah in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And you know, I mean, they played with great energy all the way through. Just fell a little bit short.
Yeah, they were really close right there. Just couldn't string together a few key plays to help get them over the top for the win.
Clock at 4. Here's Eubanks. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Durant against DeRozan. Thompson with a screen. Durant, no good.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
Oh, man. DeRozan with the rapid release.
Rockets trail by 8. And here is Thompson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Golden State. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the triple.
Boy, I tell you, Okogie continues to refine his shooting motion. It's got to be seamless and smooth on that particular shot.
Back to Westbrook. And here's DeRozan. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. DeRozan's got 11 points.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Thompson finds Durant. Count it. Make that 3 of 7 so far for him.
Hey, it's typically a positive for this offense when he's assertive and looking to score.
Westbrook with it, doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game.
He just missed it. He's typically solid from mid-range.
Here's Okogie. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 5.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game, so he makes his presence felt inside.
Now here's DeRozan. Coming off a 16-point game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
You know, even inside, Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
Now here's Thompson. 6 points for him. Durant looking around. This one for 3. Pass to Okogie. Now Thompson launches a 3. Westbrook with the rebound. Well, Clark, when Russell Westbrook's career is over, how do you think he'll be remembered?
I call him 24/7 because he shows up the same all the time. Great energy, great production, stat sheet stuffer supreme. But it was his work ethic and the way he brought himself to the game every single night. Very impressive.
Rockets trail by 5. Pass to Okogie. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Eubanks.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Now here's Levine. DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. And Levine with the basket on the assist by Westbrook. And the Kings lead by 8.
Hey, he's one of the guys you don't want to give space to. Levine can do a lot of damage from deep.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Houston will go for a different look here. Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Finney-Smith comes in for Smith. Tate's checked in for Durant. And it's Shepard in for Okogie. Monk against Thompson. Pass to Shepard. The three ball. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
If you're looking for the game's next great shooter, keep an eye on Shepard. This kid is special.
Monk passes to Schroeder. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
The floater can be a tricky shot, but that's the right choice.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Shepard. Really played well against Golden State in his last game. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Sacramento.
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
And I think we've also got to talk about the tempo they played with right from the get-go. I mean, they've been deadly in transition, too.
That free throw's good from Thompson.
And what I like about Thompson, along with the high-level athleticism, he has a high-level feel for the game.
Saric, a screen on Thompson. Pass to Clifford. Let's go with a three. And another Sacramento three.
He was free to fire at his leisure there, not much resistance.
Thompson scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Adams. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Now here's Schroeder. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Connects from downtown.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Here's Tate following that last three-pointer by Sacramento. Here's Shepard doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. And it's good. 2 points.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Saric. And here's Monk. Driving in. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. Sacramento shooting their second attempt at the line tonight. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Amen Thompson. Zach LaVine, he's checked in for Sacramento. Free throw drops for Monk.
The energy that Monk brings, I love it. I mean, when he's out on the floor, he's giving you everything he has. Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
The Kings lead by 7. Schroeder finds Monk. Achua with a screen on Tate. Şengün with a steal. And it's Tate off the drive. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
And here's Schroeder outside. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Finney-Smith. Jacks up a three. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Nice work by Finney-Smith, setting himself up in the corner. Mark that one up. Boom.
Schroeder passes to Monk. And he drives in. High arcing shot. That's good from Schroeder on the assist by Monk. Schroeder's got 5 points.
And excellent perimeter offense so far. Their shooters are clearly in a great rhythm.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out left to the wing. Outside Levine. 6 to shoot. Sacramento needs to get off a shot. Schroeder. That's short off the rim. Here's Shepherd. Shoots over Schroeder. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Sacramento closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, for the Kings, what jumps out at you stat-wise?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against them.
They've got Shepherd. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Alperon Şengün. Then it's Steven Adams. And it's Tate in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Tate. Now Adams. Pass to Shepherd. Here's Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Here's Shepherd. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
Oh, when we talk about the future of Shepherd, scoring inside is very important to take his game to the next level.
Here's Monk. Lays it up and banks it in. Monk's got 8 points.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Rockets trail by 7. Pass to Şengün. Achua with a steal. Here's Monk. It's hauled in by Houston. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Zach LaVine is becoming a more rugged defender. He said, it takes a toll. I've always been in great shape, but you have to be strong, too. The mental side of it, digging deep and figuring out how to get it done and how much you want it. Now, I like taking on those challenges. Guys, back to you.
Making the commitment. All right, Allie, appreciate the report.
Well, this is Shepherd's shot. The defense can't afford to give him this much separation.
Monk passes to Achua. Outside Levine. Šarić a screen. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. On the wing, Finney-Smith. Back to Şengün. Pass to Shepherd. Outside Finney-Smith. And Houston, another 3.
Finney-Smith doing what we've come to know he can do. Knock down that jumper with a smooth stroke.
You know, the more you watch Şengün, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Şengün.
Shot's good by Schroeder.
In today's game, to be a successful guard like Schroeder, knocking down jumpers is really a must.
Pass to Shepherd. Back to Adams. Now here's Şengün. Here's the 3. Schroeder with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Monk. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul, just something to keep in mind.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Houston making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Finney Smith. And it's Amin Thompson in for Tate. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for Sacramento. Rockets trail by 3. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Here's Shepard. Give him 8. Out to Thompson. Şengün, the screen. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Pass to Shepard. Second shot opportunity. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Achua with a screen on Durant. Shot by Levine, no good. Houston has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Pass to Shepard. And that misses. That would have put him up. And so DeRozan will bring it up for Sacramento. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. And that's a 1-game homestand for the club. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 9 points.
You know, the timing Durant has does a nice job, really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime, straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Achua with a screen on Şengün. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Shepard, covered by Schroeder. Pass to Şengün. Now Thompson. Back to Şengün. Launches it. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game. Kings trail by 4. Here's Achua. DeRozan right side. Got a piece of it.
Şengün playing big. That's what we call protecting the rim, folks.
Pass to Shepard. The 3 is up. Monk grabs the miss.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Now here's Schroeder. Outside Levine. Now DeRozan. To get back on track. Got a hand on it.
Lots of athleticism for the long center. Şengün getting it done.
For Houston, they've gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He might have seen something he needs to review with his guys. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Okogie comes in for Shepard. Sacramento also making some changes. Murray's checked in for Achua, and it's Russell Westbrook in for Schroeder. Kings trail by 4. Westbrook taking his time here. On the wing, Levine. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Okogie on the wing. Monk covers. Thompson outside. Outside Durant. Durant earning those 2 points.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Thompson against Westbrook. On the wing, DeRozan. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Şengün.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so they can make him hard to guard, especially from this area.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Their chemistry, that's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
That's good from DeRozan.
DeRozan has that old school game, a throwback wing. He's not just a three-point chucker, and that makes him a different kind of matchup.
And Houston making a change here. Capella's checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. No good on the second free throw.
It's pretty clear that DeMar DeRozan is an outstanding athlete. He can outrun you, he might outwork you, and he's able to be everywhere on the floor, and he does it with kind of unique grace and finesse.
Now here's Durant. 13 points in the game.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Sacramento shooting their 5th free throw of the game here.
Russell Westbrook. One shot.
Westbrook continues to pile up incredible numbers. I mean, his intensity on a nightly basis is absolutely insane.
Now here's Capella. Thompson outside. Pass to Durant from outside the arc. Yes, sir! The smooth stroke of Kevin Durant.
Boy, I like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
DeRozan outside. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one.
We've seen this a bunch of times. DeMar having a huge night, and the defense has no answer.
Durant's shot is off. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for Sacramento. DeRozan getting his feet wet in the paint.
They know how versatile and effective DeRozan's scoring ability is. That's why this team leans on him like they do.
Houston working the ball around. Smith. Monk grabs the miss. Monk's got 4 rebounds in the game. Eubanks the screen. Monk passes to Eubanks. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Durant way outside. Houston with another miss.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Outside Murray. Westbrook against Smith.
Defenders really struggle to keep up with Russell Westbrook. It's probably because he's such a dynamic and aggressive athlete.
And this will be his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
Russell Westbrook taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
Boy, the passion Westbrook plays with is infectious. He plays hard every second he's out on the court.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Houston has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. To the middle. Here's Thompson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Defensive foul.
Houston shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
That's their first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Houston, Johnson. 1 shot.
That free throw is good from Thompson. For Sacramento, they've gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter. Outside Murray. Eubanks up top. Durant against DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Houston, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
It always helps when your opponent turns the ball over that many times. I thought it was the deciding factor overall.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's the Kings with the ball. After the basket by Houston, back to Westbrook. Pass to Eubanks. The 3 from DeRozan. No good there. Houston leading by 4. Outside Durant. 50 seconds left to play in the half. Making it look easy inside. Durant.
What doesn't Kevin Durant do? He's showing us everything here.
Outside Murray. Back to Westbrook. To end the run. Capella with a rebound. Houston has gotten only 4 of 9 from beyond the arc here in the second. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And it's an 8-point Houston lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And here is DeRozan. And the shot goes down. DeRozan's got 18.
That is how you use the shot fake, folks.
So we conclude the first half. It's Houston up 6. Well, now a minute to check in with it.
KD, you're really getting up and down the floor out there. How much fun is it when the offense is flowing like that?
Well, I think this team is very well disciplined, and they do all the details, and we just wanted to play harder, man. And I think we got some steals, got some fast break points, and we playing together, everybody touching the ball. It's just fun when we playing like that, so we got to continue to do that.
Well, the discipline is paying off. Thanks, Kevin.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're measuring up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Thanks for tuning in. With half the game in the books, a bit of ground to make up for the Sacramento Kings.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
They haven't played well on the road, and they're going to be on the road for a while. This is a huge test for their mentals. Do they rise to the challenge, or do they wilt under the pressure of these hostile environments?
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And so Thompson will bring it up for the Rockets. 6-point lead. And so in the game for the Kings, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Zach LaVine out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Eubanks in at the center position, locking down the middle.
Great touch from KD. Great range, too.
Westbrook, the pass to Murray. DeRozan down low, guarded by Durant. And DeRozan gets it to go. DeRozan's got 20 points.
Let DeRozan get this close, and he will finish strong.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Thompson. Durant against DeRozan. Basket counts. 23 points for Durant.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's Eubanks. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That one on Şengün. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shoot two.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Rockets lead by 8. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Durant. Smith with a screen on Murray. Durant with the bucket. Durant's got 25 points.
Yeah, one of the most skilled players we've ever seen. Durant just continues to dominate offensively.
Eubanks, the pass to DeRozan. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Westbrook right side. Just 5 to shoot. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Westbrook's got 11 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Durant. He's got 25.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Pass to DeRozan. Inside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
DeRozan against Durant. And And the layup is good off the glass. He's got 27.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And taking a look at the last 10 games, these are the teams that have attacked the offensive glass and been rewarded for their efforts. Second, Houston.
This squad's been attacking the offensive glass with a ton of energy lately, and it's paid off with a nice pile of second chance points.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Levine. Smith against Murray. Fires for three. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, they're looking to battle back. That's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Shot is up. Puts the move on. DeRozan, forceful inside.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Levine with a steal. Westbrook with it. Now Thompson defending. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 16 points.
You see there, Thompson does a good job of sneaking into the lane and finishing.
DeRozan passes to Eubanks. Now Westbrook. Here's Levine for three. And Zach Levine from deep.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Durant against DeRozan. And that one's good by Durant. Durant's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
Here's Thompson. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Şengün with it. So valuable for them offensively, adding 22 points a contest. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. He's got 18.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Now here's Westbrook. 11 points in the game. Pass to Levine. Goes up on the wing. Again, the Kings score.
Boy, I tell you what, you like Levine and how he's generating more power with his lower body now, helping the jumper to stay more on point and be more consistent.
Now here's Durant. He has 29 now. KD, no stopping the floater.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Achua's checked in for Sacramento. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for DeMar DeRozan.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Now Westbrook doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
First and rebounding. And this is a squad that you must get physical with and box out. When you don't, they burn you on the offensive glass, ranking number 2 in the league in second chance points.
And they are number 1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. Here's Durant. Oh, Durant buries it through contact.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Here's Levine. The Rockets pull it in. Sengun's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them.
And guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
First team foul. At the line for Houston, Jabari Smith. One shot.
Kings trail by 12. Here's DeRozan. He's got 22. Here's Levine. Good. And it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. That's 10 points for Zach Levine.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
Sengun, a screen on DeRozan. Durant for 3. Achua with the rebound. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Levine feeling it out a bit. The Rockets pull it in. Sengun's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And last season, the most efficient shooting season of Zach Levine's career.
Yeah, BA, 2.5% better in his free throw shooting. He would have had a 50, 40, 90 season on his hands, but his scoring is top tier.
He's been terrific offensively. You can bet they'll feed him down the stretch, that's for sure.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
Now here's Levine. 10 points for him. Back to Westbrook. Achua with a screen on Thompson. Here's Levine for 3. Ooh, Levine with another miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
And that one's good by Durant.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for the Kings. They trail by 16. And so now a timeout called by Doug Christie. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So for the Rockets, Adams comes in for Smith, and it's Shepard in for Okogie. Sacramento also making some changes. Saric checks in for Achua. Monk comes in for Murray, and it's Dennis Schroeder in for Westbrook. Pass to Levine. Saric, a screen on Durant. Oh, and the jam by Levine.
And you see why Levine's been a hard, tough out in the slam dunk contest. Has a natural ability to entertain the audience, and that bounce and athleticism certainly doesn't hurt either.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. And here's Adams. Here's Shepard. Now here's Adams. Houston working the ball around. Clock at 6. Here's Durant. It's hauled in by Saric. Kings trail by 14. Outside Schroeder. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
You know, I don't know how many guys have bitten on DeRozan's pump fake over the years, but I do know it's a bunch of them, and because that fake is so good, it's a weapon for him.
Shooting 2.
That's good from DeRozan. Houston making some changes. Finney-Smith checked in for Alperen Şengün, and Tate is subbed in for Thompson. And the Kings also making a change. Achua's checked in for Zach LaVine. DeRozan hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Durant against Monk. The 3 is up. And Houston, another 3.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Kings trail by 15. And here's Schroeder. He has 7. Pass to DeRozan. Shoots over Tate. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Achua. DeRozan's got 8 here in this quarter. Durant, pass to Adams. Here's Shepherd. Outside Durant. Over Monk. And another basket for Houston.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Schroeder passes to Monk. Saric outside for 3. The Rockets pull it in.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Schroeder with it. Outside Monk. Achua with a screen on Durant. Monk for 3. Knocks down the long J. Monk's got 11.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that 3 ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Now here's DeRozan. 26 points for him. Pass to Saric. Outside Schroeder. Takes a 3. Rockets with a rebound. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shepherd. Takes the 3. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Rockets lead by 18.
Oh, many of Adams' points are generated off putbacks, just like that one.
Schroeder passes to Achua. Back to Schroeder. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. He's got 10.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
Here's Shepherd. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Durant. And yes, another basket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for Houston. He's simply on a different level tonight, piling up astronomical point totals in this game. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Alperen Şengün out there with Steven Adams. Then there's Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Shepherd. And it's Harris in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Here's Shepherd, covered by Schroeder. Shepherd, that's good.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Levine. Back to Schroeder. From downtown, fires in the triple.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And here's Adams. Now here's Harris. Monk covers. Harris passes to Şengün. And here's Shepherd for 3. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
And Shepherd may be a rookie, but that was a grown man's answer right there to that last 3.
Pass to Clifford. Back to Monk. The 3. The Rockets pull it in. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Jazz at Delta Center in Utah. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Now Adams. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind when you're asked about him?
Oh, I love his grit. I love his physicality, man. He is just an anchor when he gets in the paint, when he sets a screen. You just don't move this guy. And his hands are really good. I mean, he's a throwback, but boy, is he effective and impactful in the way he rebounds, sets screens, and defends. And he never shies away from physicality.
The free throw drops for Adams. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Holiday is checked in, and the Kings also making a change. Chua's checked in. He's off on the second. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. It's an 18-point game. Pass to Clifford from outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Now Holiday. Now here's Şengün. Back to Holiday. Up top, Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Pass to Şengün. Houston working the ball around. Here's Holiday. Houston with another miss. Kings trail by 18. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Down low. Back to Monk. Chua with a screen on Holiday. Monk for 3. And another miss by Sacramento. The Rockets lead by 18. Here's Shepherd. Outside Tate. Pass to Şengün. Here's Shepherd. Clifford pulls it in.
Well, you know exactly why they let him have that shot.
Outside Schroeder. To the inside. Oh, stolen by Tate. On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Adams. Adams with a screen on Monk. Here's Shepherd. Şengün, the screen. Launches it. That one is off. Kings trail by 18. Now here's Levine. Right wing. Levine with a screen on Adams. Monk against Holiday to win the drought. And Monk lays it in.
We know he can shoot deep, but he also has a nice touch inside. So Monk has a lot of confidence wherever he's shooting the ball from.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Houston. Thompson comes in for Holiday. DeMar DeRozan's checked in for the Kings. Outside Tate. Şengün against DeRozan. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. Another one falls. Amazing.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. And the dunk by Levine.
Always putting on the show. Levine plays with flair and clearly one of the best dunkers in league history.
Tate finds Durant. Soft touch off the glass. Durant's got 54 points.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there.
It's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up for it.
And here we go, Sacramento on the fast break. Ooh, Levine getting after it on the break.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
The Rockets lead by 14. Pass to Thompson. And here's Tate. Durant for 3. DeRozan with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Schroeder. Back to DeRozan.
Yeah, just a crafty pump fake there by DeRozan, resulting in him drawing a good foul.
Shooting for Sacramento, DeMar DeRozan, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And even as the league works for parity, there will always be those teams that are rebuilding. What are the keys to accelerating that process, Clark?
Well, there are a number of factors, B.A. I think you start with leadership and talent acquisition. I mean, those are 2 major components to this building a team and being successful. You've got to have talent. And then I think you've got to have a commitment to staying the course. Consistency really matters when you get leadership and talent in place.
Levine against Durant. Yet another bucket.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. DeRozan outside. Sacramento passing it around. Here's Murray. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. Okogie on the wing. Smith outside. Pass to Durant. The 3 is up. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Now Murray. Outside Levine. Out to the wing. Now here's DeRozan. There's the triple. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Pass to Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
And you can see Smith has the vision. Now, it'll be interesting to watch that part of his game continue to develop.
Levine with a screen on Thompson. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Durant pulls it in. Houston leading by 16. Here's Okogie. Back to Thompson for three. DeRozan with the rebound. Pass to Levine. DeRozan outside. Back to Levine. Here's the three. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. DeRozan's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And stolen by Murray. Outside Monk. Back to Murray. And here's Westbrook. Outside Levine. Pass to DeRozan. DeRozan pushes through the contact.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Here's Okogie. Şengün, a screen on Monk. Now Şengün, defended by Murray. Şengün in the post. He's against Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Making a change here. Eubanks is checked in. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Kings trail by 11. DeRozan with the ball. Durant with the rebound.
I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Yeah, they've brought the sandpaper edge to their attack, really fighting and scrapping inside. A lot of grit and grind with these guys.
From 12 feet out. Oh, the shot is off. The Kings have gotten 8 of 15 during the fourth quarter. Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide open look.
The Rockets lead by 9. Durant inside, pounded by Westbrook.
The sheer size of Thompson makes it difficult for defenders to match up well against him.
Second team foul. At the line for Houston. Thompson taking 2 shots.
He gets the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And he's unable to get the second one. And so Murray will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Levine buries it from outside.
And that's become a more comfortable shot for Levine as his career has gone on.
The Rockets lead by 7. Outside Durant. Thompson outside. Jabari Smith. No good from 3. Well, Sacramento is shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Cash it in!
Boy, for a player who can be a one-man offense, DeRozan's got plenty in his passing game skill set, too.
Houston has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. DeRozan against Durant. From deep. Oh, it's off target. Kings trail by 5.
This is something DeRozan does all too well. I mean, presses the issue, forces the issue, and then gets the defense to overcommit.
The first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
Durant against DeRozan. From 13. Oh, no good. Outside Levine. Now Westbrook. Now here's DeRozan. Connects!
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And I think we'll see him milk the clock a bit.
Yeah, seems like the heady move right now.
Well, that's the kind of pressure Durant puts on the defense. I mean, you just can't sit back and let him do what he wants to. Body up on him, even if you may risk a foul.
On the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Now it's a 2-possession game. Important foul shots right there.
Now Westbrook for 3. Yes, sir, with the 3.
So tough to stop Westbrook right now.
And he commits the intentional foul.
For your Rockets, Thompson, 2 shots.
We got this.
2 shots.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got 1 more, though. And he ends up making the second. And that'll put him up 2. And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. What's the best strategy for him?
A chance to tie it up here.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Here's DeRozan to tie it up. Yes, sir! Count it!
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Smith. Outside Durant. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And so it's the Rockets who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.